Hey, I'm trying something new, more of a vlog style, less editing and just one takes, and just sharing my process as I'm rigging out my camera. This is going to be a very specific one and why I bought my very first crop sensor lens to replace a full frame lens, kind of the equivalent, and what my thinking is behind that. First of all, very specific needs. I'm a DP videographer based in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I'm tasked with shooting an outdoor podcast, video podcast, that is going to go from saunas to winter to ice plunges in a lake. So run and gun, this is my kit. This is an FX30. I've got my other camera over here, FX3 full frame, but I have been using this lens, which is a workhorse, the 24 to 105 f4. And yeah, it's f4, but I'm shooting outdoors for this whole podcast. And I do have multiple people to keep in frame, so I'm never going to be shooting at 1.4, 1.8, even though I have all those primes. And I was finding that this one, I was hoping that I wouldn't need to crash zoom so much and I can have more usable footage as I'm zooming in and out. So what's it got to do? Well, I found this little tiny, inexpensive lens, which is a crop sensor. It's the E mount, which is not the FE, which is full frame E mount from Sony, but this is an 18 to 105, which is equivalent to about a 27 millimeter on the wide side to about 150-ish on the long side. And so this is very similar to the 24 to 105 full frame G lens that we make. But there's a couple things that are of benefit. One, it's smaller, as you can tell. So lighter, small in diameter, so much easier for me to carry around all day. Second thing is that it does not extend when you zoom. And the third thing, it has a power zoom. So it's got this rocker here. And so that means I have smooth zooms from wide to telephoto. And I can control that via this rocker or via the rocker on the FX30 right around the shutter button. And what's cool about that is that you have various degrees of speed. I've got to learn how to actually dial this in, but that's going to be very cool. And because it doesn't extend as you zoom in, this keeps its length no matter where you are. It's going to be much easier to balance on small gimbals like my RS3 Mini. So I also love that about it. And it's got a few more inches on the wide side because this is a 24 to 105 versus an 18 to 105. So from about 33, 34 millimeters to about 27 millimeters. So I like that too. So the only thing I don't know is sometimes when I'm shooting B-roll, I won't use autofocus. I love autofocus for eye tracking when people are on it, but I'm shooting hands and details and food, then I'll go to manual focus. I'm not sure how good this focus ring is for manually focusing, but we are yet to see how that works. But by all other accounts, it's like half the price of this guy and tinier, easier to maneuver, has the power zoom. So I'm hopeful that this will be the right lens for this specific job. It's not going to replace a lot of my other primes, of course, and it's not going to be for everybody, but just thought you might want to be with me as I hang out. If you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments and I'll try to make more of them because they're a lot easier than making the real polished videos. But God bless, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video.